ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pine Cove Farms on this very wet and miserable day with me, CWATTYESO, here in Farming Simulator 19. Yeah, not ideal, I have to say. Rain has started falling, which unfortunately means harvesting of sugar beets has stopped. Apparently, with the roper, I cannot harvest in the rain. I know there's a mod. There is a mod somewhere. I think it's on the mod hub that does change that. It does allow some equipment to do harvesting of sugar beets and stuff in the rain. I need to download it and install it because it's very inconsistent. I know if I had a homer that could do sugar beets, it would harvest the sugar beets fine. Same way as I can harvest potatoes in the rain quite happily. So I'm a little bit confused. I am. Lack some consistency. A vehicle can harvest one crop perfectly happily in the rain, but can't harvest the other crop in the rain. So I might need to download that mod and just make sure it's installed, because it's a bit of a pest having the rain stop play. So I'm just going to do a bit of fertilising. I'm going to do a bit of preemptive digestate spreading to make sure we are okay. We do need to plough this field after we've finished harvesting, so that's okay. I've still got the compost guy. He's doing field 4. Mr. Compost Spreader Man is doing field 4 quite happily. And I've still got the Taurian emptying the compost from bunker 2. I will be switching him over to bunker 1 very soon, because he is nearly finished. Although for some reason he doesn't seem to want to empty the stuff down one wall. But yeah, I figured I can't really do a lot in the rain, so I might as well just spray as much of this field as I can with digestate, especially as it's very close to the BGA for me to refill anyway. Then my plan will be to go over and have a look at the sugar beet stuff, because obviously we've got some sugar beets in the factory now, so it should be outputting sugar and molasses, which we should be able to use in a couple of things. I've also got a forklift purchased and placed at the sugar beet factory, because as we've discovered, the sugar is output on pallets and the molasses are outputted in IBC tanks, so I need to be able to move those, because unfortunately there's not a lot of room. The sugar beet factory only has room to spawn 4 sugar pallets, and once the 4 pallets have been produced, it stops producing. It shuts down until you move the 4 pallets, which is not ideal if you've got hundreds of thousands of litres of, you know, sugar beets still waiting to be processed. So from my initial first view of the sugar beet mod thing that expands the sugar beet uses, the sugar beet extension or whatever it's called, it's not great. There needs to be like a way that the factory can continue. Basically, the factory needs a buffer. It needs a buffer, like on a lot of the global company buildings, where it produces the product. You know, if you've got the correct inputs, it produces the product up until it reaches a certain capacity. And then when you want to sell the product, you have to go into the factory and spawn the pallets. I think it would work better that way. Because literally, if I don't go and move the pallets from over there, it's not going to produce anything. Which means it's never going to work its way through the hundreds of thousands of litres of sugar beets that I've tipped in there from this field. It's also, therefore, going to mean I'm never actually going to get my money back for this crop. I'd have been better off tipping my sugar beets at, say, at the BGA, because at least I'd get paid for that, you know. Whereas until I can actually sell the sugar or do something with the molasses, I'm not making any money from this sugar beet harvest. So yeah, not great. Not great, that. But we'll wait and see. I was kind of hoping this guy was actually going to... that the compost man would have been finished fairly soon. Because obviously field 3 is currently sat needing to be ploughed. And this guy's hooked up to this now. And I don't really want to take him off the fertiliser spreader because he's here. He's here. So... yeah, I'm not sure quite why he won't go and do. He's not actually emptying up to the edge. So if I go loading position, crap. That's the loading position. So I've got to manually empty the bunker. For some reason, I mean, he's emptied, as you can see, quite a lot of it. He's emptied quite a lot of it. He's just not completely emptied it, which is a bit disappointing. Loading position. And the 1050 has got a problem. There's my forklift. Because I forgot to set his fill type. Now he will go and get some compost. Good for him. So yeah, there's my forklift ready, because we've got one pallet of sugar over there and one pallet of molasses. Hopefully get a bit more out of them both. But obviously what I need to do now is I need to be getting bunker number 1 emptied. No, that's not right. Neither's that one. So we're going to delete those courses. What did I do? Shoveling bunker 2. So I actually need to record a new course, don't I? Can I open this? No, it's still at 96%. Okay. That one's not quite fermented yet then. In which case, we will just go and empty the rest of this bunker. So he'll go finish composting field 4 for me. And then once he's finished that, we'll be able to make a start on ploughing and everything. You don't realise just how much compost there is in this until you start trying to shovel it. I still may end up buying a conveyor belt. Because it would be obviously a lot faster to empty it by filling a trailer that I can just bring and tip in here. I don't know if Stevie's conveyor belt has got a wider scoop zone on it or not, because obviously the normal problem with conveyor belts is that you have to keep moving them. You know, as you empty the bunker, you have to keep driving it further and further into the bunker, and then that messes up your loading course. If you're trying to load a trailer, then all of a sudden you've got to start driving the trailer into the bunker, because obviously otherwise it can't get anywhere near the conveyor belt. I never did figure out what this bit here This is just chaff. Okay. Well, at least we got one bunker empty so far. Can't pick that up. That must be linked in with this bunker here then. Once we can empty that bunker, we'll be fine. Okay. Well, let's go and have a look at at the factories then. So let's see what is going on here. We have got sugar being produced. We have got beet pulp being produced. We've got molasses being produced. Okay. Productivity is at 8,000 litres per hour. Okay, and we've got 305,000 litres, so that's going to be a lot of hours. What have we got over here? We have got feed pellets, 2,987. Does that they output onto pallets too, look? Okay. Which we can feed to animals, of course. Now, did this say we also had beet pulp? We have. We've got 3,600 litres. That's not really a lot. What I can do... seeing as our trailer over here is empty, we could go and get some steamed potatoes. Couldn't we? Because we have got a lot of steamed potatoes. I've got all the potatoes out of my washer. They've all been transferred and transported into the steamer. So, at this point in time, our potato profit is... well, let's get out of there quick. Ah! Not a time to jackknife when the train's coming. Still haven't been run over. Well, I have, haven't I? I've been run over by the train. Once on this map. I also got cleaned out recently on the multiplayer server on Fellsborough. Got hit by the train on there too. Flipping hell, that did launch me into space, that did. Right, so that should be steamed potatoes. Got plenty of water, we've got plenty of diesel. Okay, what's going on here? We've got plenty of water, we've got plenty of washed potatoes, look, 237,000. We've got 374,000 litres of steamed potatoes. Right, shall we see where steamed potatoes can be sold? Where the best place is to get my steamed potatoes. Freedom Mill. That's not far away at all. I've also got the soy. I haven't sold my soybeans yet from the other harvest. We need to do that, and then we need to get the canola shifted down into the old diesel factory. Steamed potatoes. $105,000 for one trailer. One little trailer of steamed potatoes. Imagine if I brought the big boy down. Trouble is I can't fill the big boy trailer. Can I? Yeah, this guy's filled with all my soybeans. So where do my soybeans want to be sold? Supermarket. Right, let's go sell all the soybeans then. Of which we have 218,000 litres. Nearly $3,000. That's going to be a lot. That's going to be over 600 grand, that is. See, I can do maths in my head. Rich payday, kids. Big payday. Try and remember. Oh, this is this weird one, which is kind of does remind me of real life Audi where I live, which is a fucking ball ache to get in and out of, because it's kind of off the main road and you've got to go through this weird little like complex where there's like little mini roundabouts and stuff, and such a strange settle in real life to get in and out of my Audi. Someone's there with a Challenger tractor. Front bumper, front bays, hopper is being dispatched. That's 369,000 litres. Now for the rear. That's 301,000. So yeah, 600 grand there for delivering soybeans. Well worth it. Well worth it, kids. Right, let's go now and get our canola. Which we're going to bring down and put into the diesel factory. Also, I should point out at this point that Stevie's new map, Ringwoods, is actually out. Stevie's new map has been released this week. It is available to download. I did a bit of testing for Stevie at the weekend, and he released it Monday night to the world. So yeah, go and download and enjoy Ringwoods, which is his FS15 map, completely recreated and rebuilt in FS19. And we will go and enjoy that. Canola, please. Oh, it won't let me, of course. Because whilst Matey Boy is running about doing his composting, it won't actually. There's a bug in course play where when you have a vehicle running around with a refill course, you can't access any of your silos or triggers or anything. So yeah. Ooh, that's finished. That has finished. But what we're going to do, we're going to record an unloading course for shoveling course for bunker 1. So what you do is start course recording. Drive nicely into the bunker. Drive nicely forward. P, and forward a little bit, reverse, swing out that way, forward, stop. If this works okay, then this will be shoveling bunker 1. Just kind of wibble and wobble about a bit, doesn't he? Eh? Yep, that works. So that's going to be shoveling course, shoveling bunker 2. No, shoveling bunker 1, isn't it? Right, going to leave him to run around doing that. I'll bring you guys back for the next episode where hopefully it won't be raining. Hopefully Mr. Compost will have finished composting. And we can then start getting fields ploughed and hopefully getting fields reseeded. That would be quite nice, wouldn't it? So that's it for today's episode, everybody. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all again very soon. Goodbye for now.